I'd like to welcome everyone to New Day Church and our worship service for this morning. If you're a guest or everybody looks like a guest or visitor. In fact, I can't tell who some of you are, except the ones with the Cub face masks. I didn't put that in the guidelines, did I? We actually have three Cub masks here, so I didn't wear mine, trying to be a good, well, in Cub shirt, yeah. So I don't know about you, but I'm glad to be here. And so if you are a guest, a visitor with us today, we'd like to extend you a special welcome. We want you to know how much we appreciate you being a part of our worshiping family this day. A few announcements. We're not having programs. You know, this is going to be an evolving thing over the next few weeks. We won't have any programs today. I may change that next week. There'll be no donuts, so I actually slept in today because I didn't have to get up and make donuts. And so that may change too. We may get back to donuts pretty quick, but we're going to play it week by week, see how comfortable everyone is with everything, and then go from there, okay? So y'all did a good job coming in. You're seated perfectly. We had a big couple of weeks getting furniture from St. Louis. And so at the end of the service, since we don't have a big crowd today, I'd like for you, one family at a time to walk back in the, that's the club back there, isn't it? I forgot what it was.
It's the shed.
It started out as the shed. Well, now it's the shed again. So our building out here is completely full. We have one aisle to walk down through. The loft's full, one little aisle to walk down through. So walk back in the club after worship service, one family at a time, if you would. Just look in the Sunday school rooms. Every Sunday school room is full. The club's full. I've got 2 trailers that need to be emptied yet. And we only got 90 out of the 200 mattresses that we were supposed to get. So we're in good shape. We had a good couple of weeks getting things. There was a lot of confusion and misinformation there, but we survived that. And so I think it was a good experience, and I appreciate everyone who contributed to that. We had people go. We had people meet us back here in the evenings when we returned to help unload. So it was really good. We'll help a lot of people. It was a really confusing thing on their end. We dealt with that group before, and it was really confusing then, and so shame on them. This one's shame on me for doing it again, but we did get a lot of nice stuff. We'll help a lot of people. And we will not work with this group again. It really was that troublesome. So, but good deal. It was a good experience overall. We're not going to begin delivering for a couple of weeks at least. I'm going to spend a couple of weeks. I'm going to be self-quarantined after today from shed, not from the virus. And so we're going to catch up on a couple things before we get back to delivering. I have been, however, meeting some people out here. I've done that several times. We had Heritage Behavioral Center who actually took our truck, the box truck full of furniture, and delivered themselves to 2 clients. So there's some activity going on in the shed, but we're going to take a couple more Wednesdays off, and then we hope to get back in the groove there. No fellowship today, as I said. I just want to go over a few of the things. And here again, we don't have a program and I can't read my writing, so we may be in trouble here. A couple things I want to make sure happens as soon as we can. We want to recognize our graduates, maybe a little bit before they get back here as well with some of the younger kids. But so if you have graduates, I need to get a date when maybe we can get everyone here. And I want to have that service. I don't want to miss that or just let that sneak by. And so we'll have that. I promised you on the video a few weeks ago that when we were back full force and everybody feels comfortable coming back, that Sunday that we determined somewhere down the road here, we're going to make that Easter day, okay? And so we'll have the Easter egg hunt for the kids, and we're going to have a Jacob's family chicken dinner that afternoon out here. So we will have that, but we're going to wait a couple weeks, a month, whatever it takes for everybody to feel comfortable when we get everybody back here, and they can feel comfortable staying for a meal and those kind of things. I believe this is going to start changing really rapidly in our society and in our country. Everybody's getting out, and I think feeling good about getting out, and we're progressing there. So unless we have another setback, I think this will progress really nicely for us if we just have a little bit of patience. So, okay. Any other announcements that I forgot to make or failed to make this morning? We've canceled everything so far, so there's not too many announcements, but I think we'll be okay. All right? If there are none, I'll invite you to stand and join me in the singing of our opening songs.
Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so everybody smile. How many people actually smiled in their mask?
All right.
Good to be back.
Amen.
Have you been to Jesus for the cleansing power? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you fully trusting in His grace this hour? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Lay aside your garments that are stained with sin. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? There's a fountain flowing for the soul unclean. Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Some morning when this life is over. We'll skip that. Just like we prayed. Some glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Just a few more weary days and then I'll fly away to a land where joy will never end. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
That feels good, doesn't it? Someone asked me, sent me an email this week when we said we would continue to video the service, and this person asked the question, is it just going to be you or is the band going to be in there? So I think they were hungry for some music after all the preaching, so we thank the praise team for their great efforts. This is a special day. We believe that we would be able to come back to this building on this day of Pentecost. This, my friends, is as an important a day as Christmas, as Easter, as Good Friday, as the Ascension. It's really the culmination of God's plan. And so at New Day Church, we believe God's plan isn't Him having everything done for us, good or bad. God's plan is those things that He did through Jesus Christ, the birth, death, resurrection, ascension, and this day of Pentecost, the birthday of the church. What a special time for us to be able to come back for the first time, I think, on the birthday of the church, a new beginning, a new day. This is a picture when we got home from St. Louis, I think maybe on Thursday. This is Sunday, isn't it? Yeah, I'll tell you. Between the quarantine and St. Louis, I can't keep track of time. So this was Thursday night. And so we had a big day over there, and there was a lot of confusion that day about getting the beds. You know, we're all about beds. All the other stuff's really nice and important, and we're going to help a lot of people, but we really do what we do for beds. That's how we began. And so they didn't get all the beds. They were going to get them tomorrow, then they were going to get them tomorrow, then they were going to get them tomorrow, and then tomorrow. Well, they actually got them yesterday after we were done. So we've got enough beds to take care of everything. So we got home that night after a day of hard work. We literally, and this is an estimate, somewhere between 6 and 8 semi-loads of stuff that we loaded. Sometimes we loaded it twice. We loaded it in a little box truck, take it to the semi, and then load it onto the semi. And so some of that was Springfield's, but guess who loaded most of Springfield's trailers? We did. And so it was a big couple of weeks. And so we come home. That picture's not really good, is it? Well, this one is. That one back there is not good. You lose the rainbow in that one. But this, we pulled in, and the people who were here waiting on us to help unload were here. And that's just where I parked. I pulled in between a couple other of the trucks of people who were waiting for us. And so that picture wasn't staged at all. And so we pulled in and we talked a little bit, and all of a sudden somebody noticed this rainbow. And it was actually the most beautiful rainbow I had ever seen. I've got to add a couple better pictures of it. I've never seen a rainbow come down and actually see the end. I was going to drive over by the pilot. I think that's where the pot of gold was. And so it just struck me as, you know, it's a message to us that we're almost back. And to capture of the side of the Ripple trailer there that says, New Day. The rainbow simply is a symbol of a new day, a new beginning. That's what Pentecost was. It's a day, really, that changed the world. And so today we gather to celebrate what God has done through Jesus Christ, the birth, death, resurrection, ascension, and sending His Spirit back to be in us. For that reason, we gather here today.